Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Hysteria. Noun. Extreme fear, excitement, anger, etc. that cannot be controlled. State of violent mental agitation. Craze. Delirium. Frenzy. Hysterical neurosis. Permeable. Adjective. Permeability. Allowing fluids or gases to pass or diffuse through. Penetrable. While the medical ethics of these tests were fiercely debated, the hysteria unfolded. In the hysteria surrounding dog attacks, the silent truth is that the primary culprit for dog attacks is none other than us, the humans. The possibility that Times News coverage would simply dial back the hysteria was apparently inconceivable. But the hysteria over disinformation tacitly presumes nobody ever lied before the invention of the internet. Nothing sets off a chain of mass hysteria like policies perceived to be targeted at any group. When you have mass hysteria, the cat's already out the bag. Democracy is based on constitutional government and the rule of law, not mass hysteria. I'm sure that this year he will have a lot of hysteria around him at the box office with the 3 movies that are releasing. For that reason alone, we should ignore the isolated outbreaks of hysteria and hostility of the past few months. We need to lead the way with science, not Donald Trump's record of hysteria, xenophobia, and fear-mongering. Washington is trying to create war hysteria by raising the bogey of China as a military threat. Over the weekend, hysteria mounted, and doomsayers jumped on podiums to herald a financial Armageddon. These myths are extremely deeply embedded, engraved by years of media hysteria, crime shows, and well-meaning hectoring. It's time for common sense to prevail rather than media and social media hysteria. Viruses are a part of human evolution. He says the demand for testing is irrational hysteria and questions the seriousness of hospitalization numbers. This caused hysteria and panic, thereby negating the progress we made around social distancing. The researchers achieved this unique distinction by using endothelial barriers that are selectively permeable. The border between South Africa and Zimbabwe can politely be described as permeable. Gram-negative bacteria are naturally more resistant to antibiotics because their cell walls are less permeable. Abundant ground and surface water are constantly mingling through a gravel-based soil that is highly permeable. Languages and cultures are permeable, and anyone who insists that English is set apart from the rest is laboring outside of history, eyes averted from complexity. All 150 borders in the Nigerian geographical territory are porous, permeable, and pervious. Most of us have not lived through another crisis so permeable to the boundaries of nationality, race, creed, and social class. Borders remain significant in that they have become more permeable to the movement of goods, people, and information. Olive oil, on the other hand, makes the skin more permeable due to oleic acid present in it. The reservoir is of high quality, both in porosity and permeability, with thickness in places exceeding 1,200 meters.